Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Jedi Mantis Tastes. For April, we are trying Edradour, or Edradour. You'll forgive me, I'm not entirely sure of the pronunciation. Nice little display box, this one. So only a smaller bottle, this one, 50 cl rather than a 75 cl. You can see it does open on the front here. So like a little slide top, and we've got the bottle hidden away inside. So this is from the Edradour distillery. It's a Highland malt, and it's in the Perthshire area of Scotland. Their website is in the description box down below. You can find a bit more about the distillery. I'm trying to speed the videos along so they're not as long to get through for you. So the information is available at their website. But it is known as the smallest traditional distillery in Scotland, and was established in 1825 as a farmers' cooperative, and was originally called Glenforris. So that's the basic information about the distillery. But moving on to the whiskey itself, we'll get it out of the box here. Just put that down. So it's a lovely little display box, and as I said, just a small bottle of whiskey, this one. Really dark colour to that, which is surprising when you find that it is non-chill filtered and of natural colour, from what I could find off their website for this particular whiskey, which is a really deep colour. It's 10-year-old. It was, and quite specific on here, it was distilled on the 6th of December 2006 and matured in sherry butt number 395. So that's where that natural colour comes from, that sherry. Was then bottled on the 11th of September 2017. So it's not been in the bottle long, and there was 973 bottles made from the sherry butt. So it's product of Scotland, Highland single malt Scotch whisky. Quite a strong one, this. It is a 59.4% volume, 59.4% alcohol by volume, as it states on the label. It's straight from the cask, if that's focusing. Scotland's little gem. Piqued my interest. We'll go over what their tasting notes are before we try it, and then we'll see if we can identify them. So they are describing that on the nose we'll be looking for hints of dried fruit, spices and marmalade. Then as we take it onto the palate, we'll be looking for, again, raisins, baked apples, spiced orange, quite a complex flavour to this one. And then on the finish, we've got apricots and sultanas, a nice spicy note, and a warming feeling in the throat. So it all sounds really nice. Looking forward to trying this one. Strongest whiskey I've tried for a while. I think possibly even right back to the first video I ever done on Frisky whiskey. I think being possibly the only one as strong as this. No foil cap over the top. It's just a plastic one, but that's okay. Little rope effect there would have maybe been nice to have had. It surely wouldn't cost that much to put a bit of rope or twine or something round there, especially because it is available from Master of Malt, and for, as I say, it's a smaller bottle, but it's $59.38 on Master of Malt, so just shy of £60 for this. So you maybe would have expected a bit more effort on that, just to make it look worth that much. But it's all in the taste. So we'll got that cork, get our little glass out. We'll have a little bit in there, a little bit more, that'll do. I will just put this cork in here, put that bottle down. We'll get a little bit of water in there. We'll have a swirl around first, get it up the sides. Drop of water in. There's only a little bit of whiskey, so I only want to drop, even though it is quite strong. That'll do. See that cloud in there because it's non-chill filtered. Swirl around, and let's have a look on the nose. Very strong. It is fruity, spicy. Not identifying marmalade, but I'm not a big fan of marmalade anyway, so I'm not 100% on the smell of it, other than orange. It smells powerful. Looking forward to this one. It's definitely picking up the fruit, the dried fruit, so you're looking at raisins, sultanas, possibly even some currants in there. Very spicy tones to it. Let's try it on the palate. Very nice on the tongue. Very nice fruity flavour to that one. The spice is there. It is complex. Not identifying apple. There is fruit in there, but I think again it's more the dried fruits on my taste. Definite hints of different spices in there. Cinnamon in there a bit. The fruit lingering again on the finish. The spice obviously there. It is very, very satisfying going down the throat. Warming is the right word. Not overpowering to say it's nearly 60%. It's not sharp. It's quite smooth. Very nice. Let's now try a little bit without the water. So we'll put a little bit more in here. Do a little bit more this time since we've got no water in there as well. Pop that back on there. That colour, to say that is natural, that is a lovely colour to it. Really nice. Like a rubied gold. Lovely. Yeah, all those aromas are there. Just a lot more tightly packed. Bit more kick in the nose there, and right up the nostrils. Silky on the tongue. Spice coming to the forefront without the water, taking over with the water. The fruit was the main flavour you got. Without the water, the spice is the big kicker, with the fruit dancing away in the background. Very nice. It is very complex. The nail on the head there with the word complex. It's very tightly packed together, the flavour. Doesn't taste like a 60%. My experience, as I say, going back to my first video with Frisky Whiskey, that was almost fiery, and this one is very well spiced, very strong in flavour, but still smooth. It's still a really nice whiskey. Wouldn't want to have too many glasses of this straight on the go though, because it is strong. It's beautiful. It's really nice. And I would say, yeah, it is worth the $59.38, despite it being a smaller bottle. Very strong flavours to it. Exactly what you're looking for in a whiskey, a strong, distinct flavour to it. Very unique in its taste. In that it keep going back. It's 59%, but it doesn't taste that strong. Really, when I say strong, it's a strong flavour, but it doesn't taste that high percent. It doesn't burn. It warms without burning. Beautiful beautiful whiskey. Pleased I bought this one. And I will do my best to keep this one a bit longer. Obviously, being a smaller bottle, it will go quick. But yeah, Edradour, possibly Edradour. Really nice whiskey, so check that one out, masterofmalt.com. The link for the page on there is in the description box as well. And check out the distillery. They have a visitor centre. A lot more range on there as well that you can have a browse. And see, there might be a one there for you if you're not too keen on the sherry one. I do like a sherried whiskey. I have said that before on this channel. But yeah, that is Edradour. Never going to say it the same way twice, I don't think. Really nice for a 10-year-old as well. Obviously, it's quite a young whiskey, 10-year-old, but very, very full of flavour. Worth checking out. It is a bit of an investment, but worth it. Thanks for joining me this month, and I will see you again with the charity video, and then I'll see you again next month with another Jedi Mantis Tastes. Cheers.